Hey everybody, I'm just doing a sound check and see the video. So the agenda's way up here. Really sorry about how terrible the picture it is, but I will see if I can't get a paper copy, but there's not a lot on it. Here. This bottom page, though, is what I find kind of interesting. So I hope you get a chance to check it out. We ought to be able to maybe get inside as we get around the back. I just wanted to start out here. Pretty cloudy. We had some cool rain. But I think everybody's headed in. So our timing was really good. I'm going to try not to kick the tripod.
Am I correct? This EPA lawyer, or the lawyer for EPA, our lawyer, says that we can't talk about any of this?
Yeah, they had a thing that said we
And the
So
puddle's
we-
back,
share.
guys.
I don't know if it said it on the email. We can't share any
None of us have walked out here yet. I don't know how deep it is, but there is a drain down there. We knew that. So, are we allowed in yet? Can I get in? Because it would be cool if I could like not interrupt everybody.
Last time that happened,
The emails and stuff like. I didn't mean to ignore you. I didn't mean to ignore you. I didn't mean to ignore you. Oh no. I just don't watch. I don't do the Facebook. Oh. Just when I got it.
yeah.
I'm good. How are you? Uh-oh. I usually park in the corner just so I'm not in the way, if you don't mind. You're welcome to sit next to me.
Figure out what I'm doing here. I don't.
Sorry.
right after the lunch.
Got that paper sheet.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going down now.
Yeah, I forgot it. That's all. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm off on
We made it in.
So we'll go look at it.
I have to sign in because the cards out.
Yeah. No, I just found out that every across the whole state, playing ball everywhere. So.
I thought that was
We go Pat this weekend. And that's it. After that, we're all done. Not doing more. I know.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, they keep winning, so we keep moving on. It's a good thing, but it is.
Takes care of what?
The water stuff
We're
around.
blowing probably
You send that to-
500
I'm not sending it to anybody. This is
Sound like
current. I moved out of this house a year ago.
Okay.
Got my deposit back, and yet I get a $400 bill on Friday.
Okay, well, I'll take it.
I've made phone calls, nobody calls me.
What number did you call?
I called that number today, or our number for here today, and I called you guys twice on Friday and left the messages, and nobody called me back.
Okay, I'll take care of this. No, okay, so you're saying,
Moved out a year ago, got his deposit back.
Yep,
And rated
okay.
on there.
Because it was actually, you approved my deposit return in October last year
okay.
at that meeting. I guess I just, simple, I just,
I gotcha.
I'm like, out of the blue, I get that. And I emailed Kelly and I'm like, who's living there and when am I getting your bill? It's been messed up all year. 18-3 Main Street. It's the Jellicoe, so all the guys goes between here and
Moved out a year ago, got
Is there an agenda on the door?
yes.
I wasn't there at 7:02 last night.
I wasn't there at noon today.
West side. The big buildings.
Yep. Thank you.
Pledge of allegiance.
Since 7 o'clock. Okay.
Everybody rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to take a moment of silence for Jackie Fern, if we could, please. She passed this last week. Thank you.
That's fine. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. You know, wait there.
Above that spot. From here down, I did.
Yeah, yeah.
You get the agenda?
Still don't have an agenda. I haven't seen an agenda. I got a blank agenda.
I gotta share it.
I've got an agenda right here.
Do you have an
so
extra one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No agenda here?
Oh, I got, wait a second.
What is that? There's an agenda.
This is regular, this is the last one.
This is the meetings.
That's this.
Good. I didn't get the other.
You didn't get what?
I didn't get the,
The meeting minutes?
no.
I didn't get that many copies.
Here's the agenda.
Thank you.
You're
We'll
welcome.
get this straight
Here we
here.
get,
got
there was sets all the way around. Here's the,
I got it.
here's the agenda for today.
You guys got agenda?
Yeah, we're good. I think we got 2 pieces.
Okay.
That's okay. We won't worry about it.
Do you have agendas for the public?
Might have one here. They're on the window. It's usually on the door, front and back. Here's tonight's agenda.
Thank you.
Okay. Got a copy of your minutes there. I'm gonna take a minute to look them over. In the meantime, we'll make a roll call vote. Recording president here. Bob Pensone absent. Or is he?
He's not.
He must be on in here.
Wait.
Oh, okay. Okay. Michelle
Here.
here. Cleo,
Yes. Present.
Cindy Burrows,
Here.
Hank Gontars,
Here.
Vance Odell,
Here.
Mayor Chris.
Here.
Thank you. Okay, take a minute there to look over the minutes here. We'll come back to them. And in the meantime, here's the bills. You have a list of bills on the top sheet there. And you have financial, the balance sheet.
I'm sorry? Nope. Bobby does. No, is he on?
Oh, this is a
Oh,
tape
okay.
recorder. Good work.
Well, that's not right. And I can't get it to stop. Anybody want to dance? It is. I don't know how.
Oh, I was talking to myself.
Oh. I was like, shut it off. I don't know how. I tried this thing. It doesn't want to stop. Make it stop.
No, take the batteries out.
Pick up a radio.
That's not your shit.
Press the power button and hold it in.
I tried that.
Hold it. Hold it. Try taking your battery out, man.
That's what I was gonna do this.
Slide them on.
We'll shut her up. Thanks. How about we don't use that?
Everybody looked the minutes over?
I take a motion to accept the minutes from July
makes a motion to accept the minutes for July 3rd.
A second.
Roll call vote, Gordy, yes. Robert absent. Michelle
Yes.
Cleo, yes.
Yes.
Cindy Burrows.
No.
Hank Gontars.
Yes.
Nancy Odell.
No time to look it over, so no.
Okay, take your time.
4 yes, 2 no. Motion carried. Trying.
Okay, anybody, did you get a chance to look over the list of bills? If you have any question, here's all the bills right here. You're welcome to look at them. And you have the financial report in front of you.
So what's up with the checking accounts? What account are these supposed to be coming out of?
What's that, these?
Any
The
bills?
borough comes out of the borough savings, and the money's transferred to the borough checking, and then that's where it comes out of, and then the water and sewer comes out of water and sewer savings into the checking, and then the liquid fuels comes out of liquid fuels savings into checking.
That's not the way I looked at it,
Okay,
because we bounced 4 checks last month.
do you have them with you?
No, they're in your bank statements. You didn't, sorry, did the finance company go over this? Y'all should know about this. If I can find them looking at the bank statements that she forwarded to us, I wanna know why we got like $49.75 left in one account, and one account doesn't have the $8,500 check covered.
There was a check wrote for $8,500 and it bounced?
Yeah, well, 4 of them, it was close to $10,000 that bounced.
Oh, okay, and what account was that?
Borough,
Borough what?
one of the borough ones.
Okay,
It ends in 0739.
I don't know what account that is.
That's why I'm asking, which,
0739.
is it one we're supposed to be
Is that a
using?
checking or is that a savings?
Yeah, it's a checking one.
Okay, and you're saying that they wrote, we only write checks out of, for the borough, out of the borough checking. We don't write any checks
Well,
out of
then
any
we're
other
in
account.
trouble, cause it's $49.75. That's why I'm saying, what checking accounts are these supposed to be coming out of? Cause I don't know.
Perhaps we didn't transfer enough money.
Oh, she transferred afterwards a lot of money. That's why I'm saying, everything I saw, including the CPA, is coming out of the borough money. And if the borough, the CPA is getting paid by the water, shouldn't half of her money be
The
coming?
CPA is being paid by water on water issues, being paid by sewer for sewer issues, being paid,
I
out of the
didn't see
borough.
that divided up that way.
okay, well, I'm sure she
No, I'm
can
just
clarify
pointing
that.
this out.
Yeah,
because
appreciate it, thank you, yep.
all the money,
That's Vicky.
I just like to see it something broken down in that way, that, because I had 6 accounts, I was trying to go back and forth with transfers and transfer here, and the same $240 was transferred 4 times at least. I think that-
$240.
Yes, transferred for like 2 or 3 different accounts,
4 times.
yes,
In 4 different accounts?
yes. It was debited out of one, put in another, taken out of that one, put in another.
Well, you're in the finance committee, you don't know any of this, Gordy? You never seen it?
I would like to sit down
Yeah.
on the finance committee and go over these, because,
Vicky's taking care of that.
Okay, she's the treasurer.
yeah, I know, but we should be overseeing this.
Somebody should be receiving it.
Well, I guarantee you, she's,
Every time we bounced the check, it was $35.
we bounced 4 checks and it cost us $35?
$35.70, $140.
No, 35 or 71 or 40?
35 plus times 4
Okay.
is 140.
Okay. I made a note of that.
140 is a lot of money to me for some reason.
Yep, yep. Because,
I just didn't know if you were already notified.
no, I was not aware of that.
This is on the bank statements from,
This, you saw the bank statements
July.
that showed that
Yeah.
in July.
yeah, you go into that portal thing, which,
Okay, we just got matter of fact, we haven't got July's bank statements yet. If we got them, we got them in the last 2 or 3 days, cause we don't get them until after the first of the next month.
It's on the portal.
What's on the portal?
The one from Vicky?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. And I got 4 bank statements at $240 times 4.
240 something.
That was
Transfers.
$240 that was transferred, debited from one
Four,
foot to
four
another.
times.
Yeah.
I got it 4 times.
Yes.
You said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's scary.
Matter of fact, I'll call her after the meeting and ask
I
her.
just don't know if there's a problem, if,
Okay.
just too much interchanging.
But you don't know what accounts. You didn't bring copies of it with you.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you should have.
I'm not the finance committee.
You're not on the committee.
But you could have brought it to our attention. brought
Well,
the
if
copies.
it was a shade tree or a dike, I would have brought it to your attention with my copies. But I am not on that committee. I assumed you would go over the bills.
The bills are right here. We
Well, I
brought
would
over the bills.
The
Yeah,
finance ones.
okay, let me find the 8,500 you found.
Did you go over the bills, Gordy?
Yeah. I'm the one that put the bills together and give them to her.
Right.
Oh no, those were the ones positive. These are all August.
But right here on the top page, 8,500 is you saying the bill.
Yeah.
You see a bill on there for 8,500?
I do not.
No, I don't.
Guess I'll spend a meeting looking for it.
Is there an accumulation of 85?
What's that?
Was there an accumulation of 8,500?
I don't know. She said it was a bill for 8,500.
Well, we'll clean it up.
Bills.
I do not see
I think one was for Lane Christian too. Maybe that was the one.
That should be.
No, 'cause that's 7250.
Yeah. Cindy says balance to check for, that was a bill for 8,500. Clarify that, what was the bill? The bill was 8,500 and you say,
Hold
That-
on, Gordy, I'm looking. I can't talk and walk at the same time.
What's this, the bill for the fire company?
yeah,
What's that for?
it's a once a month payment that it's their contract fee. Should be around $1,400.
Yep, okay.
It's wrote every month.
Gordy, so the Apex one.
Says
Oh,
it's-
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just got a question on Apex.
Mm-hmm.
And I see we paid in the month of April and May
Yeah.
Right.
at 37. I know they have a weird contract.
Well,
In May, it was 7,000.
right.
So what is it? Just more services that they're giving us?
No. Apex bought out the company that we were doing our chemicals business with. Excuse me, no. Apex is the operator.
Yes, the operator.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what's the big. They bring us
Well,
down to-
there's April, or excuse me, there's May's bill,
Yep.
and then there's June's bill there.
Right. And there's a huge difference. between
Yep.
everybody.
Yep.
Do we know any idea what they give us
Well,
more services, more testing, anything like that?
Well, they come here once a week, and sometimes they come more than once a week,
So
and when they
more
come,
services.
yeah. And Luke is around $800 a week, and what's her name, Cleo, or Hank?
What? Our operators.
Apex. What's her name?
Nicole.
Nicole. Yeah.
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 Nicole. Has she gotten any better to work with?
We don't take any chances.
Has she gotten any better to work with? Nicole.
Well, I haven't personally talked to her recently,
We don't take any
So that's a
chances.
but
Yeah, that's just a question. Trying to get caught back up.
Okay. While he's looking over the bills, the financial report, you look over the financial report, I see the borough is $3,000 to the good on the budget in the black, and I see the water and sewer is $33,000 to the good, and that's a pretty good number, seeing that we've only collected bills for one time here in the last 6 months. And that people were really good on paying that, and there was very, very little issues with the individual's billing.
It's the account 3859, it's the last four numbers.
So we can just clear that up for her.
That's
the transaction or?
That's the account number. There's one for 1,050.
3859.
Yeah.
3859 must be a check or account or savings or checking account number.
Yeah, for the borough.
Yeah.
There's one for 1,005. There was one for 7948.
You're gonna find them on here, cause these are,
Well, I see account numbers, so.
yeah, but those are,
One, two,
they're not check numbers.
three.
They're
Well,
not,
she just said account, right?
The account is, no, the
She means a
account, the
check.
last
she means a check.
30, it's the account number.
She doesn't.
Account number.
3859.
Mhm.
So there should something tied with 3859.
It's check number 1033,
Like that, 1033.
1041, 1038. 23. Overdraft.
You must have been awful small checks if they told $240.
No, forget the 240, just forget the 240.
It's a point that you don't know anything about them. That's the scary part of the whole thing.
So
Forget
what's,
the 240.
so what's the 240 that I'm forgetting?
That was just the amount that was
That's a
transferred 4
debit,
or 5
that's
times
what I'm
back
trying
and
to
forth.
find
We
out.
should just give you more
For
information.
checks. That's what we balanced, and those
Well, that's
four
what I'm
checks
trying to
out.
figure out.
We get any money for that water service up the road by Ralph's? When you're using it, any income?
How are you talking about?
For the water pumps up there at the station?
You mean it drawn from the river?
Right,
That contract run out years ago.
so they can do it without,
I don't know, I got it on the budget here. Excuse me, I got it on the agenda here.
I thought they renegotiated that,
No,
and we kept it the same or something,
nope, nope, that was done like 2016.
so they can draw without paying anybody anything.
Let's see what we got here.
That's
Driller.
that's where you gotta write a new contract. You gotta put a cost of living in with it. And my beef is Larry Barnes says, oh, what, $1.50, 100,000 gallons or whatever? Okay, and Gang Mills is getting $43 of what, 1,000. And I felt that we should be at least in,
Split the baby or something,
excuse me,
Yeah.
split the baby anyways.
well, we should at least get something
In the middle.
in the middle.
Right,
We're
something
gonna
more
get swapped.
That's a lot of money. So the tire check was, out for that.
Check number 1033,
For 1,005.
No, for 80.
$3,493.15. That's the
It's a big one. And we were short by $40 or something, so.
$240. She said it's
No,
almost something.
leave the 240 out of this. No, because that made us down to minus 3,700.
Oh, we were short a lot.
They
then.
yeah, when was that check? That check was on 7/10. And they didn't get the chance to put money in until 7/14.
Was it
1030 is the check number, so we're on par right up.
And 33.
1033, sorry. There's a couple of them, there's
Yeah.
4 altogether, right?
Yeah.
So,
1, 2, 3.
and we wanna talk about the overdraft issues.
I got 3. Hold on. I'm probably wrong.
So anyway, payment of the bills. Everybody get a chance to look them over? Well, no. I was concerned about the firemen's.
No, I'm not concerned about it, I just wanna make sure I know what it's for. So we're paying Penn York, the borough's fee is 47 and some change.
Penn York and
The payment?
staffing, yep.
Then water and sewer is $6,680 and some change
Water and sewer what?
for Penn York.
On what they got paid?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's right here, Penn York got paid $6,679.
Yeah,
And the borough paid $4,700. Correct? So in the last month, we got over $11,000 in
There was,
payments.
okay, there was 66 and 47. Okay, so it's what, 12,000 bucks.
In 1 month.
Excuse me.
No, that
No,
goes through
that's 11,000.
June,
I was just looking at the bills, that's all.
It's what in the code?
June to August.
Yes.
It doesn't say that, it just says
It's July on this.
August 7th.
Yep.
August 1st is, and you pay them the 7th.
But you gotta realize, they just did 7 months of getting your water and sewer, billing straight out.
You haven't paid them nothing?
July.
Is that?
You haven't paid them anything at all?
I think we paid them last month, we paid them probably every month, but when you're charging somebody, when somebody's being paid $125 an hour and you got 2 people that 40 hours a week or 60 hours every 2 weeks that are sorting out 400 water bills times 6 months, I mean, that's a lot of handwork.
So we're talking 12 plus another 7,000, so,
Where's the 12 plus 7?
well, for the 7-Eleven, that's Apex, water and sewer, okay, got you, got it. Diversified, water, Apex.
Would you expect that to go down a little bit, according to the
What's that?
water bills, for Penn York?
I would hope.
That now the remaining portion of this has been corrected. Does that sound right, guys?
I hope so.
Yes.
So it'll be a little bit more of an income.
Well, you must be doing something right. We're the water,
Yeah,
the water
it's just a
department's in,
question.
the water department's in
Yeah.
the black.
Yeah, I see that, but just a question on the 6,600 a month, is it gonna get back to it? And the answer is yes. That's-
Right.
That includes catching all the billing and everything
Right.
up to date.
Right.
I know it was a mess, I knew there would be some extensive labor, so. Just wanna make sure.
We still can't find a secretary to do billing. I mean, you take a meter, you read it, next month it comes in again.
Yep.
You subtract what was there, or add what was there, and then subtract it, and then it comes up to the minimum fee, 57 some change. If it's under, if it's over, then you just divide it out. And nobody will work.
We have not gotten any
Response.
applications for secretary.
Where's the ad?
The ad's in the penny saver.
I don't believe it. I've been looking every week.
We don't have a bill here
I'm
from
not
them.
seeing it.
For what?
We don't have a bill from them.
For the penny saver?
Yeah. Are you sure that,
Who did the
Was it this
ad?
month?
I run the ad or blind ads. What's that?
Month
I
before.
haven't
or
seen
this
blind ad.
I
either.
haven't run a bill. I haven't run ads since probably June. I mean, we run
So
2
you
ads in
don't
April,
see
2
that.
in May, and 2 in
Yeah, but
June.
you were gonna do it at the last meeting. You said you were gonna run more for this month.
Well, I mean, we could continue to run it, but we've run 6 or 8 ads and not one response.
Who's
Okay.
analytical service?
And are you gonna pull, are you gonna pull the work away from Knoxville and bring it back locally, or are you gonna have her just here to answer the phone and
I'd
do
like to
that?
bring it all back here.
Well, I mean, you're welcome to do that, but I don't think it's gonna happen right away because it hasn't happened in a year and a half.
Yeah, but I mean, prior to this, we always did it at home.
No.
Yes.
No.
When have we not?
When
We've always had somebody.
Penny quit, after that, it went to hell and it took us,
Right.
we
Yeah.
were screwed up for 6 months.
Before
Okay.
that, though, it was always done in-house.
Yeah, we had somebody that could handle it, but we haven't had any applications on anybody that can handle it since then.
So who's this PACE analytic service?
Pace?
Yeah.
Pace is the new people that we get, that do the testing.
$5,000?
Well, that's what the
just haven't been paying them.
No.
That's the going rate for doing the testing.
Go back in the dates.
Yeah, but there's like 123, 223,
Okay,
240.
that's it, really, go back. Go way back. Keep on going.
You ever seen this?
Yeah. It's about
Holy
a year's,
shit.
it's about pushing a year's worth.
Well, lucky they didn't shut us down.
Pace,
Yeah.
they did, they shut us off until we paid the bill. We aren't going to, unpaid invoices, they were gonna, you know, if we didn't get caught up, they were gonna,
I'm not trying to be sarcastic.
well, the problem is Pace bought off the company that we were doing business with,
Okay.
okay? We were sending the bills to the old company,
Okay, so you got the check returned then.
in time, yes.
So at that time, you knew that they didn't exist. And I'm sure they sent you a letter saying this company took it over.
No, they did not send a letter. They did it all online. There's nobody in here in the office to, we didn't have a computer, first of all. From March through, middle of June. We still don't have a computer.
Yeah, but
Still
this-
going, they're still going.
That's probably not
Way
employed,
back
huh?
when-
Yeah, that's a fresh one that we went out and bought.
So why come they got hooked up and?
We do.
So we do have a computer.
Yes, now, but we didn't have a computer for 90
Why they
days.
shut it down?
But they shut it down.
So the computer's been there, what, at least 3 months, I don't know, 2 months.
2 months probably, yeah.
Same way you're not using it.
There's no, who's gonna run it? You gonna come in here and run it?
Well, that's what,
You gonna come here and run it?
you should hire somebody to come in and look and see what.
I should. You're capable of doing as well as I am.
We've had Vicky for how many months now, and she didn't see these bills? She didn't
We've
get
had
these
Vicky
bills?
since March.
Okay, so why wasn't this bill paid back in March?
The bill was under, well, I can't think of the other name, but we got that straightened out now because we called Pace on the phone and said, send us all the invoices we have not paid. And then sent the copy of what we have paid.
So you're just taking the word for it that we owe this?
No, when they got us a copy of the invoices, then we crossed it against the bills that we had
Oh,
paid.
you did do that?
Well, she did, I didn't.
Oh, Mickey?
Yeah. What you need to do, Mansell, is get more involved with the borough.
Gordon, I have tried.
Okay, you have not
I
tried.
have knocked on this door several times at night, on Thursday, banged on this door to
No.
come and help you guys, but nobody will answer the door.
Okay, that is when, on Thursday night, is, if we're here, that's fine, if we're not here, that's fine. But the thing is you come once a month with all these questions, and you can get them answered from her as well as me.
Gordy, you make up the list, who's on the committees, who's not
That's
on
right,
the
that's the
committee.
job of the president.
Okay, so where's my name on any of those committees? So
You-
where do I have a say?
Okay, you took your name off every
I
committee.
never took my name off any
When did
committee.
you do
Well,
that?
you certainly did.
Well, you
crossed
showed
off
me at the
every-
tape.
You crossed them off.
No,
I had
didn't.
that.
No, he didn't.
I know I didn't do that.
Well, you did.
You did.
No.
Yes, you did.
Well, it doesn't matter, let's keep going
Okay,
forward.
anyway,
Okay, guys.
payment of the bills, any motion to pay the bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
Need a second? Michelle, okay, roll call vote, Gordy, yes. Bob, absent, Michelle,
Yes.
Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
No.
okay, Gunter, Hank,
Yes.
Mansell.
Same reason, we're not involved, we don't know what's going on.
That's fine,
Nothing
that's
I-
fine.
You
You
did
can
the
vote,
bills.
okay, you vote no.
Didn't you offer to be on the committee, or you joined the committee, the finance committee?
No, I'm Sean Shade Tree
Oh.
and Dykes.
Well, I know you were on the dikes, and then we had meetings about you there too.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
had
get
invited.
invited,
Yeah.
No, I didn't get invited to the last meeting,
No. To what meeting?
the last like committee you had, you and Bob had.
You're invited to every one of them,
Well, when was I gonna
Okay.
find out about it? Wait,
because you're sending email.
wait, watch this. No, I wasn't.
We'll watch it. Okay,
I was never told about that meeting
okay,
until I got to this
that's
meeting.
your opinion, that's fine.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's-
my
it's
no
really
fact.
the truth. Come on.
You show up once a month, Mansell.
Gordy, I have
No, that
tried.
doesn't,
Okay.
let's just go on.
Okay, Borough financial report, you got the financial report in front of you. You got a chance to look it over? Bottom line is the borough is $50-some thousand in the black for this year, and the water authority is $33,000.
Against budget.
Is that
Against budget.
right here, right?
Yeah, where's this, let me just show you.
Borough versus actual spending. Need a motion to accept the financial report?
Any questions?
You have questions on which one was it? That was-
Okay. Second? Gordy, yes. Bob, absent. Michelle,
Yes.
Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
No.
Hank,
Yes.
Mansell,
No, because I don't understand any of it.
okay,
Anybody wants to
4-2.
know me at any given time, I'll go with them.
Public comment on the agenda items only?
I got a comment. We're making up agenda. The issues that don't mean a whole lot are on there. The issues that we have big problems with, they're not on there. I'm confused. Where's our priorities? I mean, shouldn't we be talking about EPA, DEP, fines? What do we gotta do to fix this? How do we fix this? They are major issues for this town and taxpayers in this town. We all have the right as taxpayers to know what the hell's going on.
Okay, what would you like to know that you don't know?
Okay, we're paying attorney $400 some a month,
Hour.
so what is he working on and why is he working on it?
She.
It's a sheet.
She.
And if you had any idea on the amount of hours.
I know you guys put a lot of hours. I know.
A lot of
Okay.
hours, okay?
I give you that, okay?
Okay, and, I'll let Hank give you and I'm sure you've talked to Hank, and Hank has told you
You
everything
know I
he knows.
talked to Hank.
And he has told you everything he knows. Am I right?
As much as I could.
Okay, so what do you wanna know that Hank can't tell you? He is the head person.
I mean, shouldn't you enlighten the taxpayers here what's going on so they know?
Well, I mean, the list of things that EPA want is nitpick items that have absolutely nothing to do with the quality of water or the quality of the sewer.
Well,
Okay.
well, EPA,
Yeah,
this attorney, it sounds to me like she's telling me that when I get this information, I'm not allowed to share this information.
you talked to what attorney? What's her name?
What the hell's her name?
Lisa.
Lisa.
Okay,
So she sends me an email, she sends us this information, but I can't discuss it with you guys because we can't discuss it in the meetings with you guys because you won't let us come in.
why not?
You won't let us come in.
First of all, whoever talks with her is, through emails or personally, Hank talks with her. I don't know.
I talk to her just about every day.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, and he's the only person that I know of.
Okay, so everything that we know that she's told you, because I know there's more that I don't know about. So we're allowed to share with the taxpayers in town, or we're not allowed to share?
I don't know that. That's
She never said that you could or couldn't share with anybody.
right. I don't know
Was it words?
if
There's really nothing to share.
It's on the email.
I mean,
Yeah,
first
it's-
of all, explain what the RFI is.
It's
to
just the
people.
attorneys.
It is a right for information, okay? So this is EPA coming at the sewer department trying to clean things up, okay? And in January, December, Christmas time, we spent a month answering a 550-page document, what me and Hank and Matt's brother, Gordy, all turned in. That turned out to be not good enough. So they come back at us again with another 18 more?
19 questions.
19 more questions.
They wanted it done in a week.
And done in a week. And you just gotta play ball, and that's what Hank has put forth the effort to.
So that second RFI is a done deal.
Okay, they're happy.
We're not gonna have another RFR.
Oh,
The big thing that we have now is the AOC,
okay.
the authoritative order of consent.
Mm-hmm.
That is our new monster.
Can you explain that to me and the rest of us here?
It's a process that the borough has to follow,
Yes.
but we don't know what the process is.
We're giving consent to the EPA,
Tell us what the
basically saying that we're gonna work with you guys, the EPA, and you're gonna lay out a set of rules on how to get us compliant so that our sewer plant permit is compliant. It's not compliant now.
because we're
It
over.
hasn't been for a long time.
And the reason it's not
Over
compliant
100,000.
is because we're over our limit,
100,000 gallons.
100,000 gallons a day on infiltration to the sewer plant on X number of days a year.
It happened.
And it's been that way since
Yeah.
day one.
Okay.
Day
Yeah.
one.
There's other things too that they want. they're not very happy with our documentation. They want that fixed. There's certain things in the plant that need to be addressed, fixed, upgraded. So these are things that are in that order coming along. We'll have to spend money
Spend money.
to get in compliance.
That's right.
So,
We have 723,000.
so, okay, so they say that we gotta spend money, we gotta fix things.
They haven't said we have to spend any money.
Okay, we gotta fix things.
Yes.
So, do they have a start point, what they want fixed first? or
Not yet.
Majority?
This is all brand new.
Okay.
This order is it was sent out today.
We didn't get that.
I didn't get,
No, they send it to them.
It's the
No, we don't get
lawyers.
that.
The lawyers are
They send it to EPA.
Oh,
you guys got the draft.
okay.
The final AOC document is being, the lawyers are fleshing it out.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
once that happens, we'll probably get the final copy. And I don't know when that is.
hopefully. It's no other community is going through this that I'm aware of. It's pretty picayune on what they're making you jump through hoops to. Like an example is the lift station. Okay, they want to have daily documents of what goes on at the lift station.
You should have it anyways.
No, you
There's a notepad down in the lift station.
No.
When something goes wrong, you're supposed to write it on that notepad.
That's being done. That gets done. It gets done on the daily log.
That
He
is
wants-
something that they wanted. They wanted to actually have a daily log of the lift
You
station.
should be. There was none.
Yeah.
No.
They've asked for that.
I've seen it.
Okay,
No.
it's okay. All right, go ahead, Hank.
They've asked for that information. We don't really have it.
No, it's kind of on the operator log.
Yeah.
That's where we keep everything
Yeah.
to generate this.
It's all mixed
Well-
together.
But if
Well-
they want it, we got to do it.
Yes.
I mean, whatever they say, guys, it is.
Well, we used to keep it on a clipboard, and there's a sheet for the month, and we wrote down everything that was needed fixed, what got fixed, what didn't get fixed, and then it went into a book in the sewer plant.
Mhm.
I don't
That's how
think
you
they
That's
don't-
not a daily log.
They might not be.
Every day was written
I
down.
mean, the end of the day is the thing that Hank created for our docs is the Google Docs, which we've been uploading tons and tons of documents that will pass along to the borough. It's a gift, because now we don't sort through 500 pages of documents, so we've already done the work and scanned everything.
Right, it's good,
So
but
that's
if you lose it,
part
then you're
of it.
screwed.
Well, you gotta have the right fail safes, and that's what we got in place. The Google Drive is just a
Well,
password.
actually, Chris, we upgraded. We got rid of the Google Drive. We went with OneDrive
Yeah, that's right. I
because
forgot,
it
yeah.
kept screwing
You're
up our documents.
Yeah, the scans did, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
that's a step in the right place for documentation that they're so upset about, and I get it. I mean, I was scanning years of handwritten notes that you could get somewhere unlegible, and that was the copies that we had to fight against. I
Yeah.
mean, hours and hours and hours I was just scanning. You know, just
Me
get them
too.
all, and you were too, so you know exactly what we were doing to get these
Lots
guys.
of documents.
But now we have that for compliance,
Yeah.
and we keep rolling off of that. But somebody's got to own that. There's got to be a person involved that owns it. Because as soon as you put it down that they're happy, the next thing you know, 2 years down the road,
We're
we want
going
to
again.
we're going to do it again.
Yeah.
We've got to get better at that process. And
But it's difficult to get better at that process when you don't have an authority. When you have an authority and you have the same people that are there, they don't have a changeover with the election and whatever, then it's much simpler to use.
Yep.
But when you have a changeover every 2 years, then you start over again.
Yeah, we can't go back.
And then
It's
one
done,
another
it's done.
issue is like they want the loads that are going out of the sewer plant, the tonnage and whatever. Okay, they're on the manifest. Okay, the manifest is kept at the trucking company.
And the sewer plant. They get a copy.
No, we get a copy of the. It's something different than
How
that.
many tons it was,
Uh,
what did he took?
But anyway, so the bottom line is, I call the trucking company, they send me the manifest that they have, and then EPA is saying, well, that's not enough of them. Well, we hauled sludge 5 times, you got 5 manifests, that's it. Well, you should have one for this month or that month. No, there was none for that month, because we didn't haul any that month. We hauled like every 6 weeks. So there's some months that don't have any. and they just can't get that through their head, issues like
I
that.
think they're telling you that there's not enough sludge moved out because we're not doing enough removal. We're not grinding enough.
I don't disagree with you, but the thing is, the truck that picks up the container will only lift between 7 and 8 ton,
Yeah.
so you're not gonna put, some loads aren't gonna have 10, 12 or whatever, and other loads have 7 or 8. They're all gonna be around the 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you have an operator, that the operator comes in, said everything's fine at the plant, nothing needs to be changed. You're wasting the right amount, your chemicals are right and whatever, okay? They're the ones that call the shots, the operator. The
Who's
licensed
supposed to
operator.
operate? The licensed-
The licensed operator.
Okay.
Okay? You're not gonna tell the licensed operator how to run the plant, that's their job. Okay?
We'll know when we get this consent, right? We're gonna see what we really have to do in the time frame that we have to do. That's what the goal is. We don't know if this is an argument or it's something we gotta work on or not, but we'll know when we get it, we'll put it in front of everybody and make the decision that we need to.
A lot of it's been outlined, but
Sure.
it's gonna get refined.
I'll tell you right
through
now,
the EPA and the lawyers. and
if you didn't have Hank,
If we,
that's right,
we,
the
not
borough,
you,
the
we.
borough, if the
Okay.
borough
Right.
did not have
Hank.
Hank,
Right,
okay?
I agree.
I don't know what the hell you'd be doing, because this is,
Paying fines.
what's that?
Probably paying a lot of fines.
Well, whatever, you just don't understand the magnitude, how complex this is in the amount of paperwork, okay? I mean, it's
Hank does.
it's unreal,
Hank does.
that's right, Hank does. It's no simple task, and when we went through that in November and December, without Chris and Hank's brother and Bob Penzone, there's just no way you'd gotten through it.
It was tough.
There's just no way.
It was tough. You have to dedicate a month. I mean, that's basically what I did, is dedicate a month. How many meetings?
I
Me
mean,
too.
you're at Hank's house or in this borough on Sunday night or a Tuesday night or whatever till midnight, or at his house, his brother's gotta go to work the next day, Hank's gotta go to work the next day, and at midnight, they're still hammering away on something really stupid that they want.
Midnight,
Over-
2 o'clock in the morning.
Right, and I believe you.
And you know, the fact is, hopefully it pays off. It should pay off with AOC, that we get something that.
It
we
paid
can
off
mark.
with the O&M.
Yeah, the O&M, yeah, that was huge. That was a big one. That was a real big one.
Okay, so the list of stuff that I know is on the agenda to be repaired, I mean, it's not cheap by no means, but it's not real expensive. When do we start doing what they ask us to do?
They haven't asked us to do anything yet.
Well, prior they had a lot of things.
You know, we have
They're
a generator.
formulating the
We have-
order now.
Yeah, but right, guys, but we have a generator that we gotta purchase, right?
Well,
The outline's
that
done.
is up to date. That's
Right, until January, right? 'Cause in
That's right,
January
okay.
we have to have.
That is up to
it.
date, okay?
It was a phase.
The phase is up to date. The dechlorination phase is up to date,
Yeah.
okay? Well 2 hasn't operated in years,
Mhm.
okay? Well 2, we've got the company that put the wells in originally and did the pumps. We got them, they came, pulled the pump, took the pump home, and they said it's easier to replace the pump than it is to rebuild what you got.
Right.
All right. Now DEP says, okay, you got to replace that pump with the exact same pump.
Why
That
would you do
50-year-old
The
pump.
pumps are much better today.
That's
I
right.
don't
Okay.
understand it
But
either.
try to get that through DEP's head.
I know, it's Mark for you.
It doesn't work.
Actually, it's a-
It doesn't
so,
work.
Jeff Ayers.
Well, if you show them the facts, you know
He
what I'm
knows.
saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you got Jimmy Joe Carl plus Lane Christensen, the guy that put the stuff in originally, telling them that
We got
stuff
better
is not
pumps.
identical. You don't buy a 50-year-old
Yeah.
pump. You buy something that's up to date.
Right, but then you probably got to put, first of all, you got to put a change order and say, look, we're gonna go from this pump to this pump, we send it in and get approval,
That's-
then you can move forward.
And that's what Jimmy Joe keeps hammering on DEP to do, to
Well, we gotta
give
do
us
it.
an answer.
Jimmy Joe's doing
Okay.
that for him. He was
Okay?
putting that
And the
change
same
in.
thing happened in the
Keep kicking it
dechlorination.
back right now.
We had the dechlorination set up, ready to go in what, February or March? And never got the go-ahead
think
from
you-
DEP.
They would
Till-
bought the equipment in January or
Yeah.
February.
Yeah, and didn't get the okay to install it until April or May from DEP. I mean, that's stupid. They wanted it done, but yet they don't give you the change order to change it.
Okay, but to Mansel's point, we have things that we're up to date, but there's things in the future that we're gonna have to fix, mainly address it when we get the
The
ALC.
chlorine
biggest-
changeover too, or something, right?
What's that?
The changeover for the chlorine. The gas,
Oh, the automatic one,
Right.
right, the automatic.
They were inquiring about that,
Yeah.
I said, that's what you're.
that was a couple of years ago they wanted that.
Yeah,
we
so you
found
don't
a
have to
couple.
manually do it, yes.
Well, that way if somebody don't see it,
Yeah.
and we don't run out of chlorine that sheet
Right.
over by itself,
Right.
how many times has that happened over the years? I mean,
Well,
it's-
the
We
one
used
I
to have an
told,
automatic changeover when the plant was first installed.
what's that?
We had it automatic when the plant was first rebuilt,
Yeah. We did have one.
but the
Yeah.
first original operator we had just used a single individual, and once that went bad, nobody knew anything about it for a long time.
Right.
but the chlorine use at the sewer plant is virtually nothing.
Right. And it'd probably be less.
And then we gotta dechlorinate before it goes to the river. We gotta take it back out before it goes to the river.
Which is pretty easy to do because we're so low on anyways on our chlorine going to the river. We're at 5, it's supposed to be a 2 or something.
No, it's supposed to be a 0.05 or less, and we're right around that number all the time. And we're only taking it out between
Where it drops down in the river.
where it goes into the river to the state line, because New York State doesn't require it. So we're
Right.
spending all this money to take the chlorine out of a couple hundred yards of the river, which is
It's not a lot of money though.
what's not allowed.
Dechlorinated.
Pretty expensive.
Well, Jimmy Joe designed this system that was maybe what $5,000-6,000 versus $50,000.
It's like flat drain,
Yeah.
Right. To me, that's
But to put the building up and put the heat in there, put the air conditioning in there, and change it over to gas is a lot of money. And there's no sense spending that money unless if you're gonna build a new sewer plant in the next 10 years or whatever.
But the tablets when they're to take the chlorine out, they're expensive.
dechlorinates it.
And
The tablets are expensive, they're like a hockey puck.
yeah.
Right. They're like a pool.
But the thing is, when you test every day for chlorination going to the river,
Mhm.
okay? And every day is at a very low number.
Right.
Which
It's always
is
been
which
close.
is safe,
Yeah.
okay? If it gets close to that number, you throw a puck in the contact tank. That
Right.
takes care of it, okay? But that wasn't good enough for DEP. Okay? Hanging a bag over the side with a puck in it was not good enough for them. They wanna have you spend the money on this system to do the same thing. Instead of just
Yeah.
dropping a puck in.
Originally, we were gonna make it out of plain boards and set them in there and do it that way.
No, it's made out of PVC.
I mean, originally.
Yeah, it's all plastic.
Yeah, but anyway,
Let's move on.
and well two, the previous borough council in 18 and 19 spent a ton of money on well 2 and just walked away, just walked away from the job.
Right.
And we get, luckily, Lake Christensen still in business 50 years later, and Art, the same guy, come to Lawrenceville that put the wells in originally, and he still had the plans and he had tons of paperwork out of Lawrenceville, and that saved us. And they pulled well 2, and well 2 was mashed together where the local well drillers there that had pulled it in 18 and 19, the mess they made of it, is what, I'm not saying it caused the problem, but because you weren't using well 2 anyway, I mean,
So-
because of the quality of the water.
I didn't know the well 2 was a big issue with EPA, DEP.
It's none, it's zero. It's zero.
So why are we
get back online?
spending time with that?
Well,
Why?
it's-
Because we're one pump away from not having any water.
We've always been like that.
No, we haven't always been like that, but we've been like that since well 2's been down.
The
Okay.
DEP,
Good.
it's strongly suggested that we get it online.
Right.
They'll probably come out with the.
But even if we get it online, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars to get it to work in our system.
No, just a
What do you
chemical,
know?
just the right chemical mix.
That was not my, but maybe you're right, maybe something changed, but that was not my.
Nothing's
understanding.
changed. Nothing's changed. I
You,
mean,
you can't run in the system we have now might not even be able to run that well, if it's that bad.
the system, we don't have any system now.
Well, if it's working the way it should with the.
If it's working the way it
with
should,
The fluff station all
you
working.
can't mix well 1 and well 2
Right.
and get good water.
So we talked about mixing them together.
No, you can't mix them together. You gotta use well 1 or well 2. And right now, we've been using well 1 for years. Well 2 has not been working. We need to get well 2 online so that we have a backup.
apparently well 2 has a significant amount of manganese and
Worse
iron
than- right.
compared to well 1.
Right, so that's a bigger issue, more money.
Yes.
So that's why they never
It's
did.
just chemical, it's the only mixing, the only thing you
I
mix
say
is
it's just
chemical.
to get the chemical
But that's
regulated,
more
take
chemicals.
care of that.
More chemicals, more
Or
money.
less. Okay, that's another issue Hank can explain to you, that we're not using green sand anymore, we're using green sand plus.
Plus, when you do that, yeah.
Okay, but, I don't know, I mean, Hank could maybe give you a little rundown and.
Well, we probably should move on.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, let's move on.
Alright, but anyway,
Probably
We're
presentation.
still at,
department reports,
yeah, I thought we were.
Fire department.
Comments and.
I've got it here before you, Gordy. The guys there's like 3 or 4 departments up to Victaulic tonight doing go through for their buildings just for safety reasons. But for the month of July, they had 19 calls, 12 of which were motor vehicle accidents. 3 trees down, 1 EMS assist, and 3 landing zones.
Police report. I have, there was your, the bill for the last 2 months from the police department.
Not on the bill.
No. One was for $800 and one was for like $1,200.
For the police report.
Yeah, they were mailed. I just opened them up in the mail today. I don't think they're in there.
You don't think they're in there?
No.
Yeah, I didn't see, I went through, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you
They're in there. Pass this around.
Okay. July's. Okay, total hours patrolled 21 at $40 an hour is $840. That was wrote up by Chief Scott.
That's July, you just did
That's
June.
the borough.
That's
That's for June.
is it the 7th month, July?
Yes, but it's
Oh,
for
okay,
June.
yeah, for the June month. Okay.
Yeah, not fine.
This one is July, is 26 hours, $40 an hour is 1,040. And that doesn't give a breakdown on the mileage or whatever that we usually give. But the breakdown that they usually give us is from Lawrence Township, Lawrenceville Borough, and Nelson Township. But we just got this bill today, these 2 bills today, so they won't be paid till next month's bill.
The public police report.
Yeah, and we got a fire department issue that's under new business, and we'll get to that under new business. Mayor's report.
Yeah, until I get caught up, I have not much, but I will be looking at quotes for the ball field for the fencing again, around Kurt and Ashley's, and repairs over on the
So you can't find them.
We've,
I think I got a guy that might be interested in quoting it for you.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So give me a month for next month, I'll get something in for you guys.
Yeah, and TJ, he's not here tonight, he was gonna get with with Bob and, get, the new set of rules wrote up and get the address from you for the balls.
Oh, okay. For
Okay.
the mush ball.
Yeah, secretary. Okay. Ambulance Association.
Oh, he has a new address, right? And that's what he wants to give
Yes.
you?
No, he wants you to give him the address that you gave me to order balls.
Oh,
I
remember that. But yeah, I'll try.
Find them online there.
Yeah.
Okay. Ambulance Association, anyone here for a report for that? Okay. Borough Committee report. Lucy, you got something for the library?
Sure. Chris, as she's bringing that up, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
The chain link, go ahead. The chain link fence, there's a bunch of it sitting out behind Justin's house in the weeds.
Yeah, that fence there was used fence that we scrounged up back before we built the first ball field. And we were gonna use that old rusty, try to get that to work, and we never used it. That was back 1989. I see there's a couple of rolls there. You got some use for it?
No, Justin's
You
leaving.
get rid of it.
I mean, it would, I'm pretty sure that's the same fence.
Oh.
And
Yeah, it's been sitting there a
Somebody's
long
gonna pick
time.
it up, get rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't, if it's ours, we don't need it, I mean,
Right.
that's for sure.
You don't want it there, is that what you're
No.
Okay.
So if we find somebody to get rid of it.
Oh, on your property, it's close to your property.
Yeah.
Justin's.
Yeah, okay. Justin wants it?
No, no.
He wants it gone.
Yeah, all right.
Lucy.
No, it's not Justin's property, that's Donna Blake's property.
Okay.
I know I gave you a volunteer list before, but here's a complete updated one.
Okay.
And here's a, schedule for library for August. And Michelle, thank you for acknowledging Jackie's death. We'll
You're
miss her
very
a lot.
welcome.
And you wanna give one to your dad?
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
Hold on.
Okay, building enforcement and zoning, public works, streets and levies, personnel and appointment.
We already
Whack
talked
the
about it.
secretary, you'll be in the part, parks and recreation,
Yeah, I got something.
okay,
Can we get somebody to take the weeds out of the State Street Park? The kids can't play basketball on either the tennis court or the basketball court because the weeds are 2 foot high.
you're talking in the cracks.
No, I'm talking along the edges, all the chain link fence, it hasn't been weed whacked all summer long. And in the cracks, if they could do weed killer down the middle, it looks really bad. Plus there's been leaves that are left that weren't picked up from last year.
Fill the cracks by liquid blacktop in the basketball court by how?
Cause somebody's gonna fall on this and get hurt.
Okay, water and sewer, there's a few things, with that, some of them are under new business, we'll take care of that under new business. And the same thing with the building committee,
I don't mean to interrupt, but I believe you skipped over the public comments. I think these two ladies are waiting for that, am I right?
Yes.
okay.
Oh, I said something. I know you guys.
Okay,
That's okay.
you got public comments on the agenda, or on something else?
No, we
It's
just wanna
fine.
talk about the softball field.
So we'll get that at the end if you don't mind.
I would just get them and get them done.
Yes, so get out of
Get
here.
them, get them done real quick.
Okay.
We'll be
Go
quick.
ahead.
Okay.
Never mind, we changed my mind.
Lawrenceville softball.
Yeah, here's paper.
I don't know, under the shirts they got on, I guess it'd be Lawrenceville
There's one for you.
softball.
Thank you.
Gotta look for everybody.
We share something.
There should be one for everybody.
Yep, yeah, we printed one for everyone.
I thought the other made that. He didn't get anything, right?
So I guess what we're here for is, we talked previously about Field 1 and applying for the Kreger grant, which we did, and we did not receive anything for the Kreger grant. We still want to move forward. We are going to do Field 1. We are asking for is, we know there's Parks and Rec. You guys talked about how there's money to put toward the field. This is the borough field. We're just wondering what you will contribute toward the borough field. I know Mushball pays $2,400 to play a year, so there should be something to help out with this. I mean, we do maintain and we do a lot for the field. We're just asking
And we're gonna
what
do
you
all
can
the
help
work.
out with.
We'll do all the work on the field to actually fix it. We've got people that are gonna come in and do the labor on it.
So these are the supplies you need.
These are
Yep.
Yep.
So basically what we're saying is, we can do this, we just wanna know what you'll put forth.
Yeah,
to help
I'm
us
looking
out.
for what's,
Park and
what's
recreation.
with the Parks and Recreation, what's in there
Yeah.
right now. I agree with you.
Yeah, that may be long overdue. A
It
couple of
is.
local vendors might.
What's
know
his,
what's
what's
out
his,
there.
is it Kevin?
Yeah,
That's
that's
enough.
the,
He's amazing.
Yes,
yeah.
yep.
He's been mowing and weeding it to keep it
Right.
Yeah, a lot of teams play on. Travel teams.
So these are kids, right?
so this is,
We're looking for Lawrenceville softball as well as, obviously for mush ball uses it, the travel baseball uses it. We have a travel softball out in Lawrenceville now.
Yeah.
They'll be using it.
Teenagers.
Yes,
Yeah.
from 5 years old,
yeah,
Well,
all the way up to like 18.
to me, that's what I call that ball field.
Usually like
Yeah.
They're supposed to be used.
Yeah, it should
Yeah.
be, no, it should be 20-some hundred in
just need some TLC, that's what we wanna do.
there.
Have you been up the halls and
would,
asked for anything, or?
Would,
We did, this was, Banfield and Baker was the least expensive in order to get the turfus and stuff. We get other things from halls.
They donate quite a bit there.
Yeah.
So they're working with you guys.
Okay.
and-
Yeah, they do other, like the line, like the field line and
Okay.
things like that.
That's what I see.
Yeah,
what
7,000.
page?
4.
I was looking for that. Yeah, man.
So we've only spent 14.
Pardon me?
We said 1433. Isn't that what the other one?
Parks and recreations, okay, okay.
There's 7,000.
Yeah.
Sounds like a no-brainer.
1477.
Yeah, but you got, utilities, maintenance and supplies is where,
Oh,
that's where it would come out of, maintenance and supplies, the 5,000. If, say, if somebody wanted to make a motion for like 3,000, that would take care of our share that you could
Yeah,
get in
that
with
would be
4,000.
I'll make a
generous.
motion for $3,000 to Parks and Rec.
This is part of it.
But you're
Their
gonna-
their money's in that.
That
We
money's
should-
We still wanna get some kind of
Let's
documentation what
take
they
them.
bought.
Oh, yeah, they'll,
Yes.
I
well,
will make sure, because we're gonna purchase this, I'll make sure you get a receipt.
well,
Yes.
bring our bill to us, so we can pay our bill, the $3,000 worth.
So you want me to
Then
have
they
two
gotta
bills?
put it up front.
I can, what I was gonna do is I was gonna pay this and then see if you would reimburse us, but I can ask for 2 bills, if that's the easiest way to do it.
I'd rather have the bill in our name.
You got it,
okay?
okay, yep.
Or even if the whole bill is in our name and you give us the 14.
Can I borrow a pen? Who do you
So I
want
would
the,
make a
who do you want
motion
us to write the bill, have them write the bill
Yeah.
to?
Lawrenceville Borough, right? That's
Yeah,
what we write
Lawrenceville
down.
Borough.
Yep.
For 3,000, and then they'll charge us the rest. Okay, and then bring it to.
Just bring us the invoices,
Here.
because we'll have to have them approved to pay them.
Greg could get a hold of me and I can bring it to these guys.
Okay.
Or bring it during the month.
Okay.
The Banfield Baker, you know.
Okay, let's get that passed
I
first.
made a motion.
Well, whatever you got.
Okay.
I'm second that motion.
Okay, let me get back on the
What
right
was
page
name?
here.
We got.
Leo second.
Okay, hang on here, what page are we gonna put that under here?
Have you, I hate to call it soliciting, but have you been down like Lowe's or Home Depot and asked for
Parks and Recreation.
any?
Okay,
For the rest.
For the rest of it, we can.
Yeah.
We've asked them for other things because we're doing like a strikeout for
Ball field.
cancer tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, get a tournament going. We
Yeah.
gotta make money.
So.
I know a lot of your business like Home Depot and Lowe's, they had this money set aside that they could donate and it's
Williams,
tax-free money.
Kia, and Honda sponsors all my travel, and they just write
Motion
checks.
by
I think I got $2,000 off of them for my one team, and then 1,500. I went
Second
actually
by
from
Clio.
the Kia
Yes.
to the Honda, and they both, even though they're the same Williams, they're different entities. And
And
they
they
give me
don't
1,500. They will.
Which age did
You gotta have proper form.
Our kids are aged from 5 to 18.
Yeah. They'll. I know they have the money. He's
Motion
right.
on the floor.
Don't ever fire Kevin.
Go to Chelsea Wilcox.
I'll give them to you.
Yeah.
Go after
Seriously.
Scott.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ask for
Tell
Scott.
Tell Scott. and
Will you write, sorry,
Okay.
I'll write that down too. Well, who is that?
Scott Chilton Wilcox.
Yeah, they're good about giving you whatever, you know.
I'll check with
maybe
Home
a couple
Depot.
hundred, I don't know.
I'll check with Home Depot for you.
If you just put their name on something, they're happy. And
Okay.
I usually send them all pictures. You know, the team,
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, because
and-
the travel team is brand new. so-
Yeah, I heard you guys.
We
For us,
got a motion on the table in a second.
Sorry, go ahead.
Motion by Michelle for $3,000, what we talked about, and seconded by Cleo. Gordy, yes.
3.
He just said 2.
Okay?
3,000.
Three. Did I say just say 2? About
It's
3.
3,000.
3,000, it's for
Okay,
3,000.
Bob absent. Michelle,
Yes.
Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Hank,
Yes.
Manson.
Yes.
So
Okay,
you're
6
gonna
of
do Lowe's, then we'll check Home Depot.
I'll go Home Depot.
Oh, then we'll do
Lowe's is in PA. I do a lot of my deals at Home Depot,
Okay,
so.
then we'll do Lowe's.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
Perfect.
Thank
Good,
you,
Bill?
ladies.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Let's keep
Have a good night.
Just let me know, girl.
Okay, I will be in touch. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin does such good up there.
Boy, 2 years that travel team, you know?
Yeah, she's got one. They did tryouts from all different ages. They just did it up there. I mean, it could be 8U, 10U, 12U. It could be 18U. If they get four enough, good enough for 4 teams, which they will, they're very good.
Okay.
The Lawrenceville girls softball really good.
Okay,
Could be 6 teams.
under Water and Sewer Committee, got a letter from American Backflow Services. I don't know if there's anything you want to just keep it on hand, but it's, they've been in business for a few years and, they're here to support us as far as doing work. I don't know how much it is an hour or whatever.
Backflow device tester. Okay.
Yeah.
That's to install those,
No, this is just an ad that they sent us.
you gotta find somebody to install those meters.
They're still not installed. Where they at?
In the sewer plant.
Okay.
You gotta find someone who can deal with confined spaces.
Yeah, now we're into confined space problems, yeah.
Well, the fire company's got that stuff.
They have anyone certified
Yeah, they do.
that's capable of doing that kind of work. is the
Well,
next-
you just need somebody there to supervise them what to do, but they could go into the confined
It's not, I don't disagree, but it's not that easy,
They have to fit into the pipe.
The what?
The flow meters have to fit into the pipe.
Right.
and then the wiring and the batteries and the generator and the meters have to be read and whatever, everything, there's a lot of, it's not just setting it down in there, it's a lot of.
Flow meters.
Yeah.
And what will this service help us with? It's like the backflow meter, right? They'll come and help us install it if we need it.
Yeah, that company there, you got the envelope, put it back in.
That doesn't mean like if there's pressure
That should,
building up.
yeah,
backflow.
that's just a ad there.
We don't need that, they know.
Okay, we don't need it.
Penn
You know anything
ER,
about it?
environmental.
I haven't read that.
Just
I don't really tell you much about what they do, but take a look. Let me show you what it is.
JKLM Energy intends to continue withdraw purchase of up to 750,000 gallons of water per day from Larson Design Group Innovations, LLC, location at the Susquehanna River Basin in Lawrenceville Borough, which is basically pulling water out of the well, out of
right,
the, out of
that's
the
what
river.
we were just talking about.
Yeah, but this is a different company. I got another letter from another company.
Okay.
That's-
Uh,
Oh, of the river.
Yeah, what we need to do is renew our contract that expired probably 6, 7, 8 years ago with Larson Design on our share of the profit. And at the time, the last contract, probably 15 years ago, 12 years ago,
2012, 2013.
we were getting maybe $1.50, $2 per 100,000 gallons.
That's what we were getting.
And that expired, but at the same time, the headlines in the paper were, Irwin Valley was getting, I think it was $43 1,000 or 100,000, which was a ton of money.
We were up against them guys telling us that we're just gonna go a half a mile up the road and pull out of there then.
We'll let them do it.
I remember that.
Well, the problem is now, you can't pull out of the river or even out of a hydrant
Certain places.
without you gotta have a station.
Right, so,
You can't pull up to this hydrant.
I mean, if you wanna use a slisher, that's what we should use them for. Because if
They're
they've been
negotiating a contract.
Right.
But if they've been pulling stuff without a contract, that's illegal too.
No,
Let me know.
no. This, the borough, Larson Design has their act together. We only got a chunk of the
Small piece of pie.
of the pie because in order for them to put the system in. I
Right.
mean, that was their little morsels that they handed out to us for letting us, you know,
Right.
along with they were gonna have 12 employees there, which they've had none.
None. But they still, I mean, if you had a contract originally and a contract expired, I mean, you don't think our solicitor could do something about that?
Yep, I would hope so.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying.
we're gonna negotiate, which makes sense. I mean,
But I would think
everything's went up,
And we gotta go
right?
back and get.
if we got no more than we got last time, plus the cost of living, it'd be probably 3 times more than
How
what
come we haven't been doing this? They've been drawing water out of
no,
it.
no, they haven't drawn.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
This
they
year
have.
they have.
There's-
Yes, this year, but not in
Okay.
the past 10 years.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
don't.
not in
No,
the
it's
past
not.
10, but they've started, that's why I'm asking, why haven't we?
So what's our next step then, Gordy?
Well, I was turning both of these contracts
Yeah.
over to the solicitor
Okay.
and have him review them.
Do we need a motion for that, or?
I don't think so, we just
No.
do it. Okay, and we got a bill here for $35 from PA Warren. I have no idea what that is, but it's an invoice.
That's that 711 or whatever it is there.
It doesn't, I don't know what it is.
Jill Hall, I think that's a little old.
Yeah.
I was just saying, that's what it's here.
You just call me, that's when it's,
Right here.
Warren is the name of the company. In Marysville, PA. Have we been paying it this whole time?
I have no idea.
It must be.
I've never heard of that, whatever that is.
Don't say, what have they done for us?
Well, it's capital P, lowercase a, all uppercase Warren. And Mike Snyder is the guy.
Warren knows, as I say, our daily industry.
You can't, I don't know what we're getting for our $35.
No, I don't, we can't pay it until we figure that out, right? We don't know what he's,
The wastewater agency response network.
is that what it says? Sort of like, the responding stuff.
Water wastewater agency response network.
So if we have a spill, they're the guys we could call, is that kinda like sound like the same bucket?
They probably tell you what his wastewater is for every $35.
They're not gonna come clean nothing up.
No.
then I can answer the phone.
Alright, so. What do we do here?
You wanna spend $35, you pay it, and I don't think you can get anything.
Well, I think we gotta have a conversation of what these services are.
Right, and if we don't want it,
No.
then tell them we're done, we don't want
I don't know
it.
what you're doing, just send me a bill here.
Right,
Is there a number anywhere? There ain't a phone number here on the bill.
what about, is there an address on it?
There's an address, Marysville, PA, 17053.
You can look that up and then find the number.
Alright, I got a picture, I'll call
You
it.
wanna handle that?
I can call it.
Alright.
I'll take care
Here's
of
the
that.
envelope.
Alright, I'll give it back to you.
Okay, here's the next one on, okay. This letter is to notify the Lawrenceville Borough that Seneca Resources will be renewing the LDG Innovations Tioga River withdrawal number such and such on Seneca's water management plan for development and hydrofracture stimulation of natural gas wells. This notification letter is required of the Bureau of Oil and Gas Management of the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, and no action is required. Okay.
So they're just jumping the ship.
So this is another source that was withdrawing water in the borough.
Right.
That wants to withdraw water in the borough.
So we never responded.
They've signed a contract with,
From the river.
so they're paying LDG, and,
For water, and we're not getting nothing.
well,
Yeah.
no. And I think we'll put both of them together with,
You gotta give it to the
to
solicitor.
the solicitor.
That's the way they need it out.
Yeah.
And, negotiate a fair price.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to get much more than what we got last time.
Yep.
Okay, then the Tioga County GIS Department, that's the one that does the maps from aerial view or whatever, okay? They want a copy of all borough roads and all copy of all resolution and ordinances that permits ATVs on our community roads, which we have none.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
we have
that's neat.
So-
I mean, you can't get in the borough without coming in on a state road, so
Yeah.
if the state don't allow it,
No, we don't run streets or dikes either. so-
no. So, at this time, I think we just contact them and say we
We don't have
We don't have them.
okay.
Right. Okay.
It says if the municipality does not have, a resolution or permit to permit ATV use on public roads, then acknowledgement as such would also be helpful. And, so in other words, we'll notify them we have no streets for them to run on.
Okay.
So you gonna do that, Gary?
Yeah, I just call them, yeah, I'll call them. what it says on here, doesn't it?
You want me to do it, Gordy?
Unauthorized borough residents.
Okay, yeah, we have no insurance for unauthorized borough residents entering the sewer plant or the water plant. There's signs on both gates that unauthorized people are not allowed in.
Gordy, I'm not gonna argue with you. You, I, Pezzo, and Cleo, we have allowed people and this taxpayers in this town to come and see the water plant before. And
Such like who?
like who? We used to take tours through there, Gordy.
Once,
Yeah,
we did a tour once.
they have to set it up, they can't just go in there and walk anytime they want.
Right, well, I'm a council member, so I can. And I went with Michael, and I asked him, I said, the new guys, whoever they may be, we need to walk.
We have no new guys.
Well, the ones coming up.
The ones that they're not even on the ballot.
Yeah, they are.
No, not until November.
They're on the ballot.
No, in November they'll be on the ballot.
Okay, so,
Okay.
so they'll be on the ballot, so some of those guys, maybe not all, but some of them might get in. Why not give them the heads up?
On January 1st, when the committees come out on who's on the finance committee, who's on the water and sewer committee,
Well,
then you do that.
why wouldn't you wanna let them walk through and give them
Well,
an idea of what it looks
because
like?
maybe in the meantime, the borough council will reinstate the authority.
No, we won't.
Okay?
You mean 4 months?
Yeah. Well,
No.
you got
Well,
August,
see, that's
September,
another problem.
October,
So-
November, you got 5 months.
Here you go, you're talking about something that could or could not be. Let's say if it does go through. So you reinstate it within 4 months.
But you're saying,
Then the next council comes in and says we don't want it.
Yeah, so they can't do anything about it until they replace 3 of the members and get control.
Right, but I'm saying.
That's 3 years from now.
How do you figure that?
Well, the first, you can only take one person off a year. You don't get to put one person on a year. First, one person has a 1-year term, one person has a 2-year term, one person has a 3-year term, one person has a 4-year term, one person has a 5-year term. Am I right, Cindy?
You're gonna jump through hoops to get that authority back in. There is no
Well,
way. It'll
well-
take a year to
Well-
even get it set up.
Well,
So,
that's-
okay, let's say, so you're saying,
In the meantime,
I'm
you've got
saying-
EPA
I'm
that
saying-
needs things done.
I'm saying,
And you're gonna use the
no
money to
residents
set
are allowed in the
this up.
sewer and water plant. They aren't insured.
we've done it before, they weren't sure. So.
That was back in
Here,
2016. We had a
that's
tour.
when you, Cleo and I, we were there.
Okay.
You and I were working on the weirs back there when they were doing the
Okay.
tour.
We were working on where's way to do the tours.
Yes, we were.
No, it was
We
all,
had our hands in shit.
we had all 5 members with like 4 people. We didn't have nobody overseeing people wandering around in the sewer and
They
water
don't wander
plant.
around.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you.
We can't afford.
I'm just telling you, nobody, there's signs there that say that no one is allowed to enter that.
Well, I'm a council
Unauthorized.
member, and I will enter that.
You can enter it, that's
Okay.
fine, but no one,
Okay.
no
Well, my point
residents.
is that you might have new people coming on.
That's fine. They can
Okay.
go on January 1st.
once they're elected, they can.
That's fine.
But you and I all know there's 4 openings, so at least 2 of those people are gonna get out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, once they're elected, then they can have.
wait, but wouldn't you want to, for the town, to give them the heads up, have them a better start than we had? That's what we're supposed to do to make this town grow.
We have licensed operator and we have workers that handle that. I don't handle that work.
Fair question. Why can't we have them sign a waiver?
No, they're unauthorized residents. It says it's your insurance company.
But you and
is
I
not
have done
gonna-
it, Gordy.
But anyway,
You
that's the
agree.
law. What's that?
You agree we've done it before?
What, done what?
Did it to
We
us.
had 1 tour.
We had 2, but go ahead.
Okay, we had 1 at the water plant, 1 at the sewer plant. That was it.
We set it up for townwide.
Right.
And
Anybody wanted to go, had to meet. in
so
certain
all I'm
times.
asking is for the people that might be in council.
No,
What is the harm?
no, they're not authorized.
We, the council, can do that.
You individuals, yes, but not as residents, like these people out here, they're not allowed at the sewer and water plant.
My point is, why wouldn't you want somebody?
The same reason we don't have an office over there, that's where they go to pay their bill. Cause we don't want them in there, 'cause we don't have our insurance for it.
Gordy, we've done it before. You just want to argue and make it hard. I want to make this town better when we left it.
Well, then you quit voting no to pay the bills.
Well, I vote no to pay the bills because you have never kept us updated on anything.
Yeah.
I get the bills the day of the meeting.
So when the hell do I get them?
I have no, you got any time you got. Probably got them at your house, I don't know.
Doesn't matter, let's move
Okay,
forward, let's hear what you guys got.
Okay, fire department, is looking for a one lump sum payment for the balance of 2023 because they've had some unexpected expenses on equipment and fire trucks, that have been quite large in, they like their last, is it 5 payments or whatever? Joyce, you'd like that, if you could have it all at once,
Okay.
correct?
We don't even know how much money we got.
That's our concern, you know, we don't wanna cut you guys short, but the township pays us, in January they gave us the full year. We don't have to worry about running to the bank every month to deposit a check. And
If you did not have this unforeseen expenses, like on one piece of equipment, we wouldn't be in this situation.
correct,
Yeah.
it was $12,000 to repair one piece of equipment.
How much do we owe?
We probably owe them $6,000.
It would be August through December.
Okay, five
That does
five
not
times
account-
1200, 5 times
She's
1300.
asking about the grant.
1,400.
State
Excuse me?
grant. I don't know what she's asking, but our state grant was spent prior to that $12,000 having to be spent.
I don't believe replacing or repairing a piece of equipment which is on wheels has anything to do with the building.
No, it was one radiator. The radiator went back. $8,000 for a radiator.
But anyway, what Joyce asked for on the budget was if we would pay them the last 5 months, 6 months in one lump sum to help them out with paying this bill, correct?
Can we do that?
Okay, so either make a motion to pay them or make a motion not to pay them.
Can we
I
do
don't,
that? Can we afford that?
I don't know, because I don't know if the bills are even right. What we
Can
have
afford
left.
to do that?
So that's my argument. If I knew
The
exactly what we had in
The
there.
contract doesn't say it has to be monthly payments.
Right.
I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
we
based on the millage times the rate.
Is there a contract?
There is a contract.
At least comes up.
This number is 0.
Yeah.
I've
that
probably
means
given
we're
it to
right
them
on
3
budget.
times.
So then we can pay them.
I'm just saying, if I'm not saying yay or nay, I'm just saying, how can I vote on
1,400
something
times 5.
to give money that I don't know if we even
That's what I
have?
wanna know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your financials
Okay,
look
if you go
like,
back
but
to
you
the
get
fire department.
I don't either.
ARPA money,
Money in the general fund.
Act 13 money you get that can be used for safety and
Right.
preparedness.
Act 13.
That was $23,000, I believe you got.
I think we ought to,
But you can discuss that amongst
yeah, I
yourselves.
think we kick it around a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, after this meeting, we can have I can say we meet again, but I don't know.
Well,
I make a motion that after this meeting, we'll meet.
okay, the fire department,
Hansel's making a motion.
let me just,
Go ahead.
okay, excuse me, okay. The fire department gets $15,600 a year from us. They have received $9,649. So they have the balance of that money coming, which is roughly $6,000 between now and the end of the year, which is piecemeal out at around $1,400 a month.
Right.
Okay, and what she's asking for, and we have the balance of that $1,560. This is not over and above the budget.
No.
This is what is in the budget that they have coming.
Right.
And they want it today rather than a little bit between now and Christmas.
I make a motion to pay them through the end of the year.
One lump sum.
One lump sum.
I second that.
Thank you.
Motion made by Michelle.
So you say it's already in the budget, Gordy?
I'm saying what?
It's already in the budget then?
Yeah,
You pay that?
absolutely. If it wasn't, they wouldn't be getting a penny.
Well, I don't know about that. We got check bouncing, remember?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you certainly didn't have checks bouncing because you didn't have the money.
Anyway.
So, motion made by Michelle, seconded by
Hank.
Hank. Gordy, yes. Bob absent. Michelle,
Yes.
Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Hank,
Yes.
Mansell.
I don't know what the bills are, I can't, I'm not
So you're saying no?
I'm saying no.
Okay, no. 5-1, motion pass. I will get the treasurer to figure out the balance between now and the end of the year and send you a check. Is that fine? It might take a couple of days.
Oh, before it's up, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll vote yes on that then. If they get it and we don't have any money, so be it. That works. What's that?
Just bounces $35.
Yeah.
Next thing up is Lawrenceville Building at Mechanic Street and Main Street.
Lawrenceville Borough Building at 6 Mechanic Street's on, portion of it's on 59 Main Street.
This has already been settled, why we,
What do you mean it's been settled?
the two parties have come
No,
together.
no, this is the
What are you
bill,
talking
this is
about?
the.
This is this building.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
This is this building.
Okay,
That
Garage.
building out there is
Okay.
on the property next door.
yep. Oh, it is?
Yeah.
The garage?
Yeah,
It's on what property?
59 Main Street.
Which is,
Guaranteed tire.
You sure the garage is, it's just that lot
Just the garage.
between,
When you look at the blueprint, the building is on the property.
on your dad's property?
Yeah.
So then,
No, not his dad's, guaranteed tire.
on the tires, right?
No, it's on 59 Main Street. 59 Main Street goes all the way to Fessenacker's house.
how's that, I mean, cause Al, tire place,
Mm-hmm.
says your fence is on his property.
That,
Your dad's fence, I'm sorry. So
well,
if that's
it's not his
true,
fence.
then the garage would be not on your
Okay,
property.
the back end of this borough property, or this borough building,
The garage,
is about
yeah.
3 feet on the neighbor's property.
Okay, so what's your remedy there?
What the remedy is we just tabled an issue last month with the same thing, of a property on Ryan Circle, storage shed, and supposedly the neighbors,
They worked it out.
well, they got 30 days to work it out.
Right.
And it hasn't been
But
done.
that's not us.
That's not us, no.
Right.
So whatever happens there, on moving that building is sets
We understood.
sets a precedent on what you do on properties on other properties.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Yeah.
I see where you're
I was
going.
waiting when you were gonna catch up for that one.
Yeah, I'm a little slow today.
So take that into
Public
consideration.
comment. Move on. Public comment.
So,
We're getting
well,
back to
not only buildings, we're talking fences and everything.
That's the way it is, I mean.
Oh, hey,
But actually, we're not talking fences, we're talking buildings.
I'm just saying, it ain't no difference. If you're on somebody's
So-
property, you gotta move it.
So
That's
how
what
many
you're telling me.
other places in town have a similar issue?
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, no.
You have to have a
You
survey.
gotta get it surveyed, you find
Well,
out.
then you better find out because you're, you know,
You open a can of worms, yeah.
yeah. So
But
why
see,
are we
also,
doing that?
also,
Did you have a
once,
survey performed over here?
yeah. Okay, once
bringing up personal.
once you have that issue, if you don't settle it and leave it the way it is, okay, then if you move the building, now you gotta have a 30-foot offset in the back of the property line.
You have to tear it down.
30 feet.
Not when it was made, not when it was done though.
I'm not so sure your garage up
Oh,
on
that-
Ryan Circle is within 30 feet.
It's
was
30
within 30 feet of our property line.
No, it's 32 feet. Okay.
Anyway, so what's this, we're gonna wait?
No, I'm just making the council
So
aware of
what's,
it.
so you're saying the situation in Ryan Circle, if it don't go the way Mr. Chilson wants it to go,
That's
then you're gonna do your parents.
No, I'm just making you aware
That's what you're
of you
saying.
have a property that's on somebody else's property.
There
You
was
have
no
building.
property dispute between the
Okay.
neighbors
These
and
two
the council
people-
got that letter.
Discussed it and they got it worked out. So,
Well, but once she moves the building, she has to move it 30 feet off the property line.
No, I don't.
And she also has to have it off the gas
never
company
heard of
right
that.
away.
It's
if
not
you've
on
got
the gas
a
company
building
right
that's
away.
under so many square feet and it's movable building, it doesn't gotta be,
Show me that in the ordinance.
it's always been in the ordinance.
Show me.
I'll look.
Just show me.
You show me where it says the opposite. This guy down here, you just had him put it in, you helped him, and you set it up, the two houses one across from Hog Mall. That building sitting out there next to kitty quarter for the fire hall. The house.
Yeah, I know you.
What's her name?
You mean the people on the corner?
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with those.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
I was with you
No,
when they
no,
put that
no,
in.
no. You
That's not 30 feet off the property line.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
You
then
did.
complain then. I have nothing to do with it.
Yes, you did.
Nobody has
No.
complained on
No.
Ryan Circle
No.
either.
They were arguing about,
But no, we're arguing about that,
Yeah.
if things don't go the way, he's gonna implement his deal out here. That's what he's telling me.
I'm just making you aware
I know
that
you're
you
doing.
have a building on somebody else's property.
I know what you're doing, Gordon.
Okay.
It just happens to be your property, if you
How long has that building been there?
Have you filed a
That
complaint?
garage?
Yeah.
Since it was built.
How many years is it back there?
And it's bothered who?
Yes, why is it bothering you?
What it is there's more issues pertaining to that. Okay?
How many years has that
What
garage,
issues?
Borough Garage been on that property?
Okay. Excuse me?
How many years has that Borough Garage been there? On the
Since
property
it was
sitting-
built,
How many
probably
years?
Before the house.
in the 70s probably.
Probably before the house.
What house? What house?
Before your dad's house.
No, my father's house was built in 1860 something.
Okay.
Okay.
So, when your dad lived there and your mom,
Mhm.
they put that garage up.
My parents didn't put any garage up.
No, the borough did.
Yeah, no.
Or the owner did
The
on
owner
that
did,
property.
yeah.
So somebody at that time must have told that owner it was okay.
Well, I would assume that those people would have got their property surveyed.
Well, I would assume
Okay.
that, I know your dad well enough, that if he thought it was encroaching on his property where he couldn't stand it, he would have went and said something.
Yeah, but he doesn't own it now.
Neither do you.
That's not the point though. The
It
point
sure
is
is the
that your
point.
dad,
You're
Who is the
dealing with the
property
owner
owner?
now,
Have
you're not
they
dealing with
filed a
somebody that's
complaint?
gone.
He's filing it now.
so who owns it now?
So who's the property owner on Ryan Circle that filed the complaint that you're saying? There was
I thought
none.
that was completely.
I'm gonna say, we're not even here.
We're not
talking
on
about
the
that.
agenda.
I just making the borough aware of this, okay? Now,
For what?
the issue on Ryan Circle pertaining to the borough is you're on the gas right away and you're
No,
not
I'm not.
30 feet from the
No, I'm not.
property.
I have a survey, no, I'm not.
Okay, well, show us, okay, but anyway,
You don't have
the next
I
one
already
is
did.
Why don't you
58,
have to?
read this off.
58 Main
We're supposed
Street
to read
has a
that.
zoning issue. Okay, that's the new store. They don't have a zoning permit, first of all,
Of course, you didn't sign it.
okay?
Well, he's got to sign it.
Whoever.
Yeah.
Whoever, either he's first, I'm second, and Bob's third,
Okay.
and then the
Right.
borough comes.
We got another issue too.
Okay, well, let's finish this one.
Okay.
On the property between that and the post office, there's an incline there of between 2 and 3 feet that slopes down to the property line.
Yeah.
The runoff from that building is on the neighbor's property.
Good.
The runoff from the Wonder Building is on the post office property.
The runoff,
You're bringing up personal
How's that?
stuff, Gordy. How's
when
that
it rains,
fair?
it goes downhill, the water.
It's
Okay.
on his property we're discussing.
But the
Here's
post
the
office
side
is
of
on
the
a
building.
hill,
No, this new building has been raised 3 feet, the floor is 3 feet higher.
but it's behind the building. So you were
No,
not.
no, on the side. The side of the post office. Okay, here's the property line over here, okay?
Okay.
Here's the side of the new building,
Yeah.
okay? Here's the dirt, just like that.
Well,
Okay.
Africa doesn't even
Right
fall
there.
in
So
there.
you're saying that they need drainage?
They need drainage, no, this
Most
water
of these
doesn't
have
run
to do
over
with
on
the
here.
Okay.
Okay, what they need to do is, first of all, if they had a zoning permit, you would have seen that. They never bought a zoning permit.
Okay.
Down January.
The next thing is they're gonna have to bring this down level like this instead of sloping that.
Well, if they put a drainage in, it would make no difference.
Where are they gonna put the drainage?
That's what they get paid to
Going
make.
up there.
They can put a
Okay,
driveway.
all I'm telling you is,
What's our
that's
next
an
step
issue.
with that then?
What's that?
What's our next step?
You know, for them to get a zoning permit, and then you'll see that in the zoning permit, that it's incorrect.
And we got another place on Kennedy, I got the paperwork over the house, the last house on Kennedy, the double, 2-story house, next to Losie's house.
Moore should never left
The Brown house, 2-story.
Yeah.
They wanna put a big garage up. I got the paperwork over the house. I'll bring it to Chris tomorrow or something.
You know, what-
Public comment,
you know, what property is trying to?
Conway, or not Conway, next to Conway.
Next to Conway.
Where you,
Oh,
Dimmick.
you know, Dimmick House?
Yeah.
For clarification, Gordy, are you talking about the garage that's out here by the gigantic mud puddle in the parking lot? That's the garage
The building right
that might
straight up
be,
at.
that might be over on somebody else's property.
It is, it's not might be, it is.
Yeah.
On your property now?
Yes,
we're not
We're
worried about
serving.
that.
Are you the property owner is what we're asking?
We're serving, we're the property owner.
Okay, public comment.
Well, he's got Scott and Chris, I mean, the two
Public
brothers too.
comment. Go ahead.
I have a couple. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Justin is in the process of selling his home.
Yeah.
It's under contract. I talked with the girl today. She wasn't aware about the water, having to pay a deposit and everything. I'm just asking if Justin puts in writing to you, I'm sure he paid the $150 deposit, and I can call Knoxville and will she have the records?
I doubt if she has a record, but Justin will get his $150 back when his bill's paid up.
What I'm saying is, so that she doesn't have water interruption.
We won't have any interruption. We won't turn it off.
Let her finish.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, because Justin is willing to let this girl take his deposit and have the girl pay him the $150.
Just gotta change it.
And I can give you the name to change it to.
Yep.
Read the meter on the day they do the closing. That will be Justin's ending and her beginning.
Right.
It's a
It
lot
doesn't,
less.
it doesn't, we'll have to issue a deposit to Justin and then get a deposit from her. Okay, you can't transfer the deposit. And I understand what you're saying, but that's just the way the process works. When you have it unhooked, you read the meter.
Well, just don't take it away from her because.
No. We're not gonna turn the water off. That's a pain.
It's just a paper process.
That's a pain.
All right. My next question is, the child care center, they had to remove a tree by where the daycare has their little playground.
They
because
cut
it
the
was-
tree there.
Right.
Two of them.
Now we have to provide a shaded area for them. So my question is, who do we fill out an application for, like a pavilion? And I mean,
You wanna put a structure on the property.
right, I don't know if it's gonna be like a gazebo or a pavilion, just so the kids can get out of the sunlight.
The borough handles the zoning.
Exactly.
Herb or some other building inspector will handle the construction.
There's not gonna be any electric or anything to
Right.
it. So,
So
What
I
are you
just get
saying then?
paperwork to Chris, what you're gonna do. Then once he says it's okay, then take it up to Herb or Chris can do it, and he'll okay it with your building, or which, the roof you're putting on or whatever,
okay,
okay?
we're having a meeting tomorrow night, so I'll try to find out some more.
I don't know what the details are, that would be Herb's, I don't know how you hook it to the ground, I don't know foundation,
Structure.
structure, I don't know what that is.
That's-
Okay.
Right.
But what you're gonna need for a zoning permit is a zoning application, and on
Is that
the
what
zoning
this is?
application, is that on, what's it got on the back? Is it blank?
I just took this off.
The website, right?
Website.
Yeah, you should be up to date if you got it off the
Okay,
website.
do you have it on the back where it says where you have to have, the dimensions and staked out and whatever?
I didn't read it.
So you only got the front cover, you only got the first
It
page.
should be, yeah.
No, I think it says something about including the plot drawing
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, let me look at it before you leave and make sure it's all there.
Okay.
Any other comment?
I just have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
What is the process, or is this process still in place that you get an abatement when you're gone in this winter? So I've done it various ways.
Several times.
Sometimes by phone, sometimes by email, sometimes I had to write a letter. What is the process now? And who do I give it to? Like, who do I contact?
If you get it to me, I'll get it done, okay? Cause I'm usually there, either turn it off or turn it on, you know, because we wanna make sure it's turned off, because I believe you've had a neighbor come in and checked it to make sure it was off after we've turned it off.
But it wasn't on.
And it wasn't on.
It wasn't off.
Okay, that's
Even
why
the
we have a neighbor
even the
come in.
plumber said it was not off.
Okay, well, that's why we have somebody come in and double check it.
I would, if you're gonna do it, give him one and give Chris one too,
Chris.
when you're gonna leave your abatement. So that
Okay.
way, if he drops a ball or he drops a
Okay.
ball, the other guy pick it up,
Gotcha.
okay?
Is that it?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
I have a comment, actually. Has anybody considered the increased water usage due to residents flushing until their water becomes clear, because it has been very cloudy and brown recently? Has anyone talked about why we're having the increased water usage?
Their first 1,500 gallons are part of their base fee, okay? And it's been that way for a long time.
Yeah, but
I'm not
she's
asking
saying
about the bill, I'm asking about the increased usage, which is keeping you out of compliance with DEP.
I
Have we
would assume
considered why?
I would assume the increased usage is a lot less than waiting for your water to go from cold to warm. Out of your
Clear,
water
to
tank.
come clear, Mr. Tilson. The brown water to become
She's
clear.
saying they're using more water instead of the sewer because
We're flushing
the water
in
issue,
their
the
homes.
brownness. So we're sending more gallons to the sewer plant. If we didn't have that problem, we wouldn't be doing it.
So,
Had
right,
that
the
brown
process,
water
right,
years.
we'll contact
Brown
the
water?
operator,
Brown
the
water.
operator knows that.
I haven't had brown water in 30
Normally he
years.
flushes the hydrants,
I'm
right?
being honest.
Oh, brown water, I think it's groundwater.
What she's saying is you run your spigot and it takes like my water is 1.8 gallon or 1.2 gallons a minute. So if I run it 2 minutes to get it to run clear, that's less than 3 gallons, and you have to do that once a week. So
Or every day.
that's 3 gallons times
300
4 weeks.
Times 300
Is we're looking at 12 gallons for a month to get it
Times
to
per house.
300 people.
No, for a house that has brown. Okay.
Okay, it's hard to calculate that, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
The process with the operator is we let them know we're having brown water.
Right.
Well, yeah,
The
but
next
you-
step, they
but-
usually do is
but
flush
the-
hydrants.
But another thing is we never get a complaint, the borough or the water authority, or not water authority, or the operator never gets a complaint. The complaint always goes to DEP. And then
Because there's
That's
no
the
way to
direction.
contact anybody here.
There's no
You
water
can-
authority or secretary.
You can
anywhere
call,
available.
you can call me,
I've tried.
okay, well, you haven't tried calling me, cause you never, I mean, I answer my phone
Excuse me, I
every
did
time
try
he
to
calls.
call you.
When?
Probably about a month and a half ago, I called and left you a message. I also
You
called,
didn't leave any message on my phone.
Cause his voicemail.
I don't have voicemail.
yeah, you don't have voicemail, so I
So you
couldn't
didn't leave me a
contact you.
Message.
I left a message for Mr. Gontars, and I've also left messages for Mr. Penzone. The public here needs to know how to contact someone. Usually, you call the borough office. That can't be done. Is there an answering machine there? Can they call and leave a message?
I'm not in the office every day. I'm in the office maybe 4 out of 7 days. But I answer my phone when it rings.
Do you process?
But,
Do you process the answering machine messages? I mean, if they
but
left
you
them
can send me
there.
an email. I mean,
We don't have your email address.
People in charge don't get competent people to run any company. And I didn't call nobody, I didn't,
Right.
that's your last step before.
If nobody else has anything, I'm gonna adjourn.
I have another comment. Senate Bill 554 amended the Pennsylvania Sunshine Laws requiring you to post within 24 hours
Yeah, that's just
the meeting agenda. It was not posted at 7:02 PM or noon today. That went into effect August 29th, 2021. And also, copies of the agenda must be available for the public at the meeting itself. And there was one, and I got it.
okay, so you're all set. You're happy.
What about the rest of us? You've got 2 members of press here, Mr. Johnson, and 12 guests. Miss Dana had no trouble. Miss Dana had no trouble giving agendas to everyone. I don't see why this is a problem. Is there a paper shortage?
I don't know, I got a blank email. I didn't even get it till I got here.
You got a blank email?
I got a blank email.
So we're all set for the time. Yeah, I got a motion to adjourn. Second.
I have one more comment. Or
We've already
question.
got a motion on the floor.
Go ahead.
When was the last time we advertised for a code enforcement or zoning officer? 'Cause you're still hiring one, right? We're looking for.
Yeah,
still
we haven't
looking for
advertised,
one.
we haven't advertised for them in probably 3 months.
Do you think that this position is not necessary within the borough?
Start it back up and have, say, Hank in charge of that person to get us up and running. Nobody else has anything to do. He brings it back to us.
I'm the EPA.
Well, yeah, but it'd be easy.
I don't think it's gonna happen, is that right?
But I'm saying that
Why don't you take charge?
Get us
because I don't want you to think I'm biased. if I get a secretary, that will get things up and running so the next people getting in,
First of all, if you have an applicant for a secretary, okay,
that's my whole point, Gordy.
okay, you gotta have, that's the way it is, okay? Then they're interviewed.
Oh, yeah, by you.
No, they're interviewed by the personnel committee.
Who's that?
Which is you.
The president is on every committee.
I'm just trying to help things here, trying to get somebody up and running, but that's the point. A lot of people don't wanna work.
Get a resume, and send it in.
Forget it, man.
Do the guys who work in the sewer have application and
Try to
resume?
do it. Here I am, trying to help.
Yeah.
And all we gotta do is say,
Proper procedure is get a resume.
I'll do that. But the problem is, let somebody else interview. Like, hey, Karen, or Chris, or Michelle. Keep the rest of us out.
Well, I wanna tell you right now,
You're not gonna stay out.
when we've interviewed people, I don't think anybody was shorted on an interview because we only interviewed 2 or 3 people and they all were hired.
Well, do you agree? You let those guys do it?
I mean, the fact is that you got 2 jobs. If you're looking for administrative assistant, okay, that's a different pay rate, right? That's different. But this job pertains, if we keep bringing it all back, we need an accountant as well. So
Yep.
that's a whole different level of employee that we're looking for. It's like you're doing a lot. So there's 2 different jobs. If we're combining the 2, then it's combining the 2, but the pay has to be there.
And the first we'll do this to get us up and running, then we'll split it off so it's easier, so we don't pay the most expensive person more hours to do the nonsense job. You know what I'm saying? Why would you pay somebody $20 an hour when a $10 an hour can do that job? You know what I'm saying? So after we got
But
up
that's
and
why I
running,
said there's 2 job descriptions.
right? So after we got up and running, this person could stay on the more expensive job and hire somebody to do with her guidance that they could do the other paperwork.
Wouldn't you
But
get more
the
applicants
fact
with
is
the
we
job
gotta-
description though, instead of a blind ad?
Right. That's right.
Okay,
We have
to be fair.
At the end of the day, we want to pull, that talent is already working, right? That person's already working. We want to pull that talent, so we have to make them want to come here. Okay, so if we didn't offer them all this special stuff, and I know the borough job is very tough, this is not even a job. It has to be paid. It has to be paid. You're not gonna
There
get
can't
it.
be no,
I mean, we're paying us
you
$6,000 a
can't
month.
have no animosity.
Sure.
We don't have that. What are you talking about?
You're
No,
born
no,
with that.
no. I'm just saying, with the
You
person
see
at the
me vote no to pay the
secretary.
bills? Okay, we need to,
I made a
Chris, you
motion.
know
Not an easy, I understand.
You know what the
This
problem
is-
What is that?
Who would want a job doing this right now?
I would want jobs for you to charge.
It's tough. It's tough. Shelley Fowle, one lady that I almost had interested in, I'd love to have her. Barry knows all about her, things very, very
Don't
good.
bring me into this, cause he don't like me, so.
Well, I'm saying,
Who don't
Shelley
like you?
Fowle.
what have I ever said I don't like you?
No, come on, I'm not saying that, but you know Shelley Fowle.
Alright, you brought it up.
Shelley Fowle.
Do you remember offering Anthony and I to go through the sewer plant?
I just trying to keep it. No.
Does that offer still stand?
I didn't offer you to go through the plan, I offered you we go through the finances.
No,
Yes,
that's not what Anthony.
It was the sewer plant.
that's your big, well,
Oh, it's my opinion.
They were offering like.
You know, I never said a damn thing to you, but I'm gonna now.
Why would they lie?
That's your right. I don't know. I'm sorry, Cleo.
I was just talking about Shelley Fowle.
Yeah, Shelley Fowle would be
Great, wouldn't she?
But I didn't give the endorsement.
Those only be signed too?
I tried, guys, I mean.
But I don't, she don't want it. I tried talking.
If he would offer, you could have been in the plan. Since it's me, you're not allowed to do it.
What?
All right, what else we got?
Absolutely not.
I guess I gotta take pictures.
Well, now it didn't happen.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Absolutely not. I'm fine with mine.
I'm trying.
Do you not think people watch these videos and see your conduct? To be fair.
You don't care.
about watching the video?
Do you know how many people watch these
I could
videos
care
and see
less.
your
I
conduct?
could
You
care
do
less.
care. You don't care less
I
about
don't-
your
I don't-
constituents, the voters,
Hey.
the people, the 32 that voted for you to get on the ballot.
You don't understand
Tell me I don't
until you've
understand.
lived here the amount of work that's curtailed. You don't do the job. You do the job by what's needed to be done. You don't do the job by somebody's comment.
But you're not doing the job, therefore there
What
are
am I not doing?
You haven't fixed nothing.
You do?
We're not gonna, you're not gonna say that and get away with
Would you
that.
please
Gordy.
adjourn your meeting?
Okay,
so we can
what
talk
haven't I
about
fixed?
this?
Besides Hank doing all the paperwork stuff, you haven't fixed the
I
dechlorinator,
mean,
you haven't put
I
an
already
air
made a
compressor
motion
to
to
pump up the
adjourn.
green sand,
Already-
you you
here
have
5
it,
minutes ago.
put the air compressor in, you have to put the generator in.
We got a motion?
Are we up to speed on every item, Hank?
Was that?
Are we up to date on every item on a process that we can do on our own without DEP's approval?
We're kind of behind.
And what project did he just say that we're behind on?
Well, the generator, we're kind of
The
behind.
generator would need to be, stage 2 would need to be done in June, it's done.
Yeah.
Stage 3's gotta be done in December.
But you could have had it up and running, August though.
Was that?
It's August now.
Yeah, so, but we're on schedule.
Keep kicking the can.
Okay, and another thing is, when was the generator
Keep
supposed to be
kicking the
finished?
can.
When was the generator supposed to be?
We should have had that done the first of the year.
No,
this year.
no, it was 2019.
Right, so why are we waiting? Why are we still waiting?
I was on the borough council then.
It doesn't matter who was on the council.
That's a year
Sorry,
before
John,
you were on the borough
Then
council.
fix it.
But
You
you've
want
been
me.
here.
You're home free.
I have.
Go ahead, he just said, it
You're
is on
home
tape.
free, man. So-
Let's go.
Alright, so you're gonna let Jimmy Joe talk to me?
I don't care. I don't, Jimmy Joe runs his own show.
No, Gordon, you have told everybody out there not to talk to only to you.
Motion to adjourn.
It's been already done. It's already
Is it
done.
done?
Nobody been
Are we
voting on
done?
it, right? You guys voted on it
Sign
already?
and check. Yeah, all of them signed.
Yeah. No.
Gordy, whether you're aware of it or not, you can call this meeting without a vote.
Yes. Did what?
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up.
Nobody woke anybody up. What did you have to say?
She said you can call the meeting. Go.
Council president can adjourn the meeting without any of
He
the rest
did.
of you.
So I'm gonna.
You
let me
did.
Jimmy
You
Joe
made a
talk.
motion.
I made a motion and he
I
adjourned
was just
it.
being polite.
Okay, so you're gonna say.
Okay, we're out of here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I called it.
He didn't kick over your stuff.
That's it. It's fun.
You had to warn me though, right?
That's why you get out websites.
Yeah, that's good. The issue is,
Yeah, I got pictures of last Sunday somebody sent.
How are you?
Turning the water on.
like, you gotta have it
I just pay taxes.
Oh, yeah, me and you both.
That's my
in the
husband.
minutes.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
You know Mansell, right?
Yeah, we have.
I've met your husband, no?
I don't know if it's
Oh,
the
been
right,
I mean,
it's progress, but I don't know the outcome is.
One too many, right?
See about having an Amish do something,
Okay.
and
Okay.
so, but I don't know if they can afford it. We might just end up with a gazebo, you know,
Yeah,
so.
but, how big of an area does this need to be?
Yes, guys.
Well, they
just
got probably some kids, but they're not all out there at the same time.
So it's gotta be something maybe.
So, let's get out here. It is really, really hot. Just like that. Hi, Mike. Hi, Keith. Glad to see you.
So we go to
You.
Penfield.
You guys
We go to
go.
Penfield.
Thanks,
This
Chris.
we'll,
I'll go down the ramp.
So
Okay.
I've been.
Oh, this feels so nice. All right, so yeah, just like that. That was actually a really good meeting. It was a lot more organized, even though the beginning was kind of off track for a bit. But we have to dodge the puddle. Hi. We didn't really get it. What do you have coming up next for the library? Do you want to tell everybody?
Just regular stuff. We're open every Saturday, and we have Heather and Ella, Rock Out with Heather and Ella every Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock. And then we're having a Senior Citizen Day coffee hour on a Sunday. I think it's the 22nd. I can't. Anyway, it's on the calendar, which is posted on my Facebook page and the library page.
Because you didn't get time to talk about it. So, I really thought that was a great meeting, guys. So, but yeah, just like that. And thanks everybody for sticking around. Actually, we're at 2 hours, so I wouldn't say that was too bad. I started right before I got in. I thought that worked out well. I'm gonna stop for just a second. I know it's dark. There we go. Alright, that's good. Yes, so there you have it. Hank did give us a pretty nice update. Like we just mentioned, if you didn't catch it. contrary to popular belief, we're not done. So the guys that are the candidates, and Eddie wasn't here, but Anthony was here. You guys could hear Barry in the background. And
Oh, hey, nice 32 reference, by the way.
so, you like that? Alright, let me come over here and set my screen off. You did not have to do it this week, so, alright guys. Maybe we'll see you in a couple days. I think there's a lot to unpack, and we did get some information tonight that I think is really useful.
I'm going to the library.
The audio wasn't too bad. Thanks everybody for letting me know how it went. And yeah, have a good night. Thank a veteran. Check on your neighbor. Do all that fun stuff. Make sure you share the feed. If you find value in what I do, you can contribute. Absolutely. Every little bit helps. And helps keep my equipment going. Helps pay the phone bills. And hopefully we've got some post-production to do for you. So, alright guys. Good night. Bye.